GTA Online is renowned for its radical vehicle sandbox, but in a game that has everything, two vehicles stand out amongst the rest. Today, we're going to take a look at the Akula and the Raiju, what makes them the free mode and PvP champions that they are, and why you need to own these today. The Akula released with the Doomsday Heist update in 2017, and it's been an absolute beast ever since. You probably know this already, so I'll keep it short, but this thing can be equipped with a choice of homing missiles or barrage rockets, your choice of bombs, and dual 50 cal machine guns, which we don't really want to talk about. In terms of tracking, the homing missiles behave kinda like your homing launcher missiles and have no reload cooldown between shots. You know, in case you were interested. But we're not here to discuss those. Because the thing that makes this helicopter the absolute unit that it is the barrage rockets. So there are two types of players in GTA Online. Those that are comfortable, free aiming rockets, and then those that tend to rely more on homing missiles. Now, if you're the latter, it is not too late. There's no trick to it. All you gotta do is activate HUD view in the settings, remember to lead your shots, and practice. Once you get that down, the barrage rockets give you 4 shots back to back, allowing for both margin for error and rapid damage output. Now, as we all know, the main feature of the Akula is its stealth mode, allowing it to disappear off the radar in the blink of an eye. This does disable weapons, but you can just as quickly pop back out of stealth mode to use them. Couple the barrage rockets with this stealth feature, and believe me, you will be a force to be reckoned with. Then there's the maneuverability. Not only do you have the ability to approach and strike undetected, the speed and agility of this thing is absolutely fantastic. Best in class for sure. You can swoop around corners and buildings, you can dodge homing missiles from almost every direction with ease, you can even fly upside down and pull off barrel rolls. One thing worth mentioning is the hangar speed glitch, where basically, if you fly a vehicle out of your hangar rather than spawning it from the interaction menu, it can move faster. Using the Akula with this thing activated makes it fucking rapid, and even more capable. For instance, it's able to outrun homing missiles similar to how jets do. It's already quick without this speed boost, and it's the fastest ascending combat helicopter in GTA Online, which is game changing in air-to-air combat. The last feature worth mentioning from a PvP standpoint is the durability that this thing carries. It protects you on 2 levels, it hides you on the radar, and its armour means that it can tank 2 to 3 homing missiles, 4 railgun shots, or 4 explosive rounds before it croaks. Not bad for a helicopter. Combining everything that I've mentioned, barrage rockets, stealth mode, manoeuvrability, and durability, the Akula is undeniably a beast of a choice for most combat scenarios, especially air to ground. For combat effectiveness, the 2 main things that you need to master to fly this thing like a pro are free aiming rockets and flying quickly and effectively low to the ground. Getting good at this will enable you to use buildings and terrain as cover from this thing, while you approach targets off radar, truly invisible, and pop out and dispatch them before they even see you. To summarise, despite being in a heavily armed flying death machine, this thing is probably the closest you can get to feeling like a ninja in GTA Online. And it's beautiful. So if you already have this thing in your hangar, gathering dust, get yourself some barrage rockets and get back out there. The Akula pioneered the stealth feature, but it was only a matter of time before we saw it appear somewhere else. The Raiju is the Akula's baby cousin. It was added with the LS Mercenaries DLC last year, and it has swiftly moved in and dominated the sandbox, bringing with it an exact copy of the Akula's off-radar ability. There's been a bit of a split in the community since this thing dropped. Some people think it's awesome, and some people want to love it but just can't, and the reason for that is that this thing is just so good. It's disturbed and reshaped the dogfight meta. Sure, the Akula is powerful when the pilot has the skill to fly it effectively, but the Raiju is almost universally accepted as overpowered. Rockstar clearly designed it as an absolute beast, capable of dominating the skies. And that is exactly what it is. The Raiju has your standard, run-of-the-mill buzzard homing missiles, with pretty poor tracking and a hefty cooldown every other shot. On the other hand, we have the dual explosive NGs, which have a pretty unimpressive rate of fire, but they get the job done. The guns do alternate, and they're also a little bit far apart, which makes hitting close targets quite stressful. But believe me, that's pretty much all the give that this thing has. It's got generous durability compared to its older siblings, able to tank 2 homing missiles, 3 railgun shots, or 2 explosive rounds before it dies. And for anybody that didn't get the memo, this thing did used to be bulletproof, but it isn't anymore. Speed and manoeuvrability, the Raiju's bread and butter. It's true, this thing doesn't turn as tightly as the B-11, but boy can it move! This thing dwarfs every other aircraft in the game when it comes to speed. If you fly on a downwards incline, this thing can fly faster than rockets, and evading them is a walk in the park. Plus, if you get into a fight in the Raiju and decide you don't fancy it, you can just peace out and fly away. And they can't catch you. The other major player in the Raiju's manoeuvrability is the VTOL mode. And the reason that it's such an important factor is because unlike the Hydra's VTOL mode, this thing responds so quickly. You can whip this out mid-dogfight, even moving at high speeds, and turn around quickly enough to be head-to-head with your opponent. Absolute game changer. Coupled, the speed in VTOL mode makes some amazing stunts possible, both in and out of dogfights. Like, seriously, this is one of the only vehicles in the game that can actually feel cool to be killed by. I've seen people pulling off Cobra maneuvers, Kavocha bells, and a move of my own design, the fabled Whifflaff, which surprisingly has no combat application. Interestingly, unlike any other plane in the sandbox, the thing that makes the Raiju so dangerous and so incredible to use is the effective use of its trinity of superpowers. Believe me, speaking from experience, mastery and synergy of these 3 features will make you borderline unbeatable in this thing. And in case you were wondering, yes, the experience I speak of is mostly on the receiving end because I suck at flying. If you want someone that can teach you how to fly, go watch these guys. The Raiju is clearly extremely capable, and with a pilot that understands it, has the power to dominate the map. A jack of all trades and a master of 3. I would recommend this for all players, even inexperienced pilots. Well worth the dosh. Hopefully I've inspired you to buy or use at least one of these today. But if I haven't, before you go, just give me one more chance.
The vibration won't do you no good. So they won't do you no good. And I said